How you all doing? You're welcome into my folk arts gallery. I would love to invite you in. It's such a beautiful messages and beautiful paintings up in here. So why don't we just come along for the ride? That's all. I ain't gonna tell you who that is. She's a welcoming angel. I call her my welcoming angel. And if you come along in here, come along further, you'll see all my beautiful art. You'll see Amazing Grace, all my cutouts. You'll see all my beautiful, this here is even a cutout on a little half a door. This is my flamingos. To everything, there's a season and a time, and to every purpose under the heavens. So that's David right there. A time to be born, a time to, I don't like the other part, a time to play to, and a time to pluck up. That which is plain. It's just everything. There's a time and a season. And this here was something that I had that I couldn't use in my flea market. I got tired of looking at them, and I put them on the door and throw paint on them. Throw paint all around. I call it the fish of love. Sailing in the sea of love. Sailing in the sea of love. And if you come through here and look at my objects and stuff, you look at the old, we got some old sewing machines right here, and that's some of my creation. I didn't throw those away because like I said, as a flea market person, I wanted to make sure I was going to create art around me. And after I found out I was an artist, I started creating everything around me. So people kind of got a little upset about it because they said, why can't we come in and buy your flea market stuff? We want the flea market stuff. I'm like, this no more flea market. This now is art. And this here happened to be some of the vents that come from on top of the house. Like I said, I made art with everything. This is some of the vents that come on top of the house. I use that. I use everything. And this one said, put on my thinking cap. It's to think before you speak. I'm going to come along here and brush up on them after, when it get a little cooler. But that's purity though as it is. Think how you speak. Think before you treat, how you treat one. Think before you hurt someone. Think to how you treat each other as saints. And then think about the choice we make. Just thinking. Thinking is a good thing. And if a person can't think, then they make wrong decisions sometimes. And this is the Virgin Mary. That's me. Only thing I feel like when I said virgin, I feel like that was a Virgin Mary. But this me, I painted because I never painted before, and I call that a virgin experience. Person who never painted before. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Virgin Mary having the Lord Jesus, and then think about that. She didn't have no man. And here I come out here and find never painted before and picked up paintbrush. That's a virgin, ain't it? A virgin in the mind. Sojourner Truth. This here is my Bethune-Cookman, founder of Bethune-Cookman College and Sojourner Truth. She was a speaker of many words and speak for people, talking about her people and helping them throughout their life. And of course, everybody know Dr. Martin Luther King. He's one of my favorite, heroes. And it may be dark now, yet if the sun gonna shine, hold on, I even got all kinds of stuff out here. Give me my flowers now. The devil got folks coming all out of his eyes. There's no devil over that way. I don't like him, but he's simply like me, And this is Tiger Woods right here. This is how Tiger Woods. That's the Tiger Woods. That's all I can say. He said, it's a little children saying, I am a tiger. That's what's saying, I am a tiger. That's how he gonna look probably one day. If I ever could have a place and I had $1 million, I'd place all this around me and just stay in it. I just stay there looking at it, and I feel like I live for 1,000 years. Because it's so beautiful. It's nothing that's not out here at peace. Everything out here is peaceful. Yes. Okay, this is Abraham Lincoln, and this is one of my favorite. I like all of them. I like them all because, number one, the reason why, they're just not presidents in here to me. They are presidents that give a message. And they don't give just a message of, like, if you see a president painting here, that president has a president painting a message that I liked it, and I found the quote that I thought that would fit us and help us for the rest of our life. I thought if you look at every quote, they didn't say nothing negative on my quote. Everything was positive. Like Thomas Jefferson quotation was never put off till tomorrow. What you can do today. He said that. And I quoted that what he said. And some things in here, the Bible, and this here Ronald Reagan said, the Bible tells us there will be a time of peace, but so far in this century, mankind has never failed to find it. See, that's so true. And this one here is Abraham Lincoln said, both read the same Bible and pray to the same God, and each invokes his aid against the other. So true. We pray to the same, we say we pray to the same God and invoke him, and all of them got different opinions. And ain't none of us right. Unfortunately, we all about wrong. So this is my wonderful creation here of 43, I believe, 43 president, 43 books. And I hope one day that they get a chance to get somewhere. This happened to be, my grandma once told me, baby, money is not the root of all evil. It's the love of money. That's the root of all evil. It's not money. It's not money that can hurt you. It's what you do with it. And I think that's important, that we know that you can have all the money in the world. It's just how you choose to use it wisely. If you use it wisely to do the right thing and help people and help yourself to doing what's right, you can have it all your life and be happy. I'm being given a message that not only for one man, not only for whites, not only for black, but a message for all mankind. And the same way, this message is so wise to me. Is a wisdom that's being given to me that I don't even know. Half of the stuff, some of the things I don't even know, some of the wisdom that coming from above being given to me. But yet I could take something and make something so beautiful out of that can even a child can relate to. And that's so important, because when children can walk up 100 years from now and look at this piece of work right here and say, you know what, that's equal. But what do it say? This one here said, Grandma said all she want to see is for her children and her children to be treated equal. That would be sweet. And the little children can look at this and say, oh my great, that's equal, that's sugar. But what is the message saying? The message saying is all Grandma asked for was her children and her children to be treated. She wanted to see that, but then to be created equally. And if you notice one thing about me, I never paint white and I never paint black. I give this is a white lady, and that one there, turn to this one. This is a black lady. I said, my grandma, what is it you want the most? She said, just to be treated equal. That would be sweet, baby. So I paint things for people of color. Not for people that just, not for people that just say, well, I just want you to paint black. I don't paint just black. I paint white and black because, number one, we are made of people in this world, and God made us people to learn how to just recognize how to respect and love each other as a people. And that's why I do colors, because colors are so beautiful. God made color because it was beautiful. He didn't make us no beautiful white, beautiful black. He made us in His image, which we are the image of Him, which all of us, once we become the image of God, will. Hi, this is almost not a sad occasion to come and talk to you about my grandmother in 1994. My grandmother, aunt, and uncle perished in a house fire in 1994, and I was running this place as a junk shop, and I was letting people come through and buy junk in 1994. 1994, my grandmother, my aunt, and my uncle, we was in the house. Me and my husband were 20 miles away. Got a call and said, y'all need to come because we think that they all gone. And we got a call 1 o'clock somewhere in the morning, and we went there to find out that they all was on the trailer had burnt down to the ground, and all of them was there. Nothing was there but ashes. And that really devastated me for about a whole year, from 1994 to 95. I came back out here trying to sell my junk, and I couldn't hardly sell it because I was depressed. So what I did was came in and I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, I know you left me here on this earth to do something. In the meantime, I'm looking around at all this junk, Robbie, stuff, and stuff that I had accumulated, because I was going by everybody's place, buying up stuff, just piling it out here. So one day in 1995, after I got so tired, so depressed, I said, Lord, show me what to do. And in 1995, I never forget it, I had a little chair here, sitting on the tree. I would be so faithful to come here every day to sit on this tree for about at least 30 minutes, a couple of hours, and asking the good Lord, what is it that you have in life? What is it that you left me here to do? And when I know anything, the good Lord spoke in my spirit, said, there was some doors right there. There's a house behind here, and there was some doors there, and I had some blue and white paint. And the Lord said, paint. I got up out of my chair and just obeyed the Lord and started painting everything, painting all the doors. And when I knowed anything, when I knowed anything, I had piled doors all around the yard. And I didn't know what it was. I was writing messages, piling doors everywhere, and just writing and creating and getting things and pasting them on the door. And when I know the thing, I was out in the yard probably about 4, 5, 6 months later. A New York gallery owner, you could see in the yard then, a New York gallery owner was passing by. And when she was passing by, she was going kind of slow. But I will never forget, I heard a screech like, like breaking on brakes real fast. So she was a gallery owner in Soho Gallery, and she made a U-turn and came back here because she saw all that art that was out there in the yard. And I didn't even know it was art. I thought I was just painting, relieving, and talking about my grandmother and giving messages. So she came running back here she was in New York, and she came because the gate was open then. You could just walk through. And she said, "What are you doing?" And I go, well, I paid. I know I paid. I'm just trying to, I told her my story about my grandmother and how I wanted to just sit things around the yard to help me remember her. And she said, "Do you know what you are?" And I said, "No, what am I?" She said, "You're a folk artist." I said, "Okay, whatever. What is a folk artist?" She says, "A person that paint originally from their mind and not get a book or something. They originally start something that they don't even know art themselves." And she started explaining it to me. I said, "Well, I understand, I guess." So she said, the next thing she told me, she said, "How about, I like this stuff so well," and it was piled up all out in the yard. She said, "I like it so well. How about if I buy, it was about 20, 30, 40 pieces or more out here." She said, "How about if I buy 10 of them from you?" I thought, no, 10 of these here, because she knew I sold at flea market stuff. She said, can I buy 10 of them? I said, "No, I don't want to sell this because this ain't nothing for, what would you do with a door?" I kept asking her, "I don't understand." Well, she said, "I tell you what," she just was so fast. She said, "I tell you what if I give you 500 a door?" Dull, I've been out here for about 8, 9 years and never made no more than about $100. For $500, she said? I said, $500? This lady kind of off. I really thought she was off. And I kept saying, it is some psychos in the world. I kept saying, she is probably one of them. Let me keep on paying. And I told her, I said, "Babe, I don't understand what you're saying." She said, "Well, think about it, and I'll come back tomorrow." I kept saying, she got to be crazy. What would she want to pay me $500 for a dope? And so when I knowed anything, she did come back. She came back, and she had told me, she said, she said, "Do you want cash or some of the cash, or do you want all the money? Here's $5,000. Duh. She said, "I want to take you to New York. I want to have my first one-woman show in New York with you. And I want to buy 10 of the doors." And she said, "I load them up and pull them to New York." And I've endured. In 1996, that was 1996, she took me, had a one-woman show, 30 to 40, 50 or more doors scattered in a big New York hole. So I'm sitting up on a pedestal. People coming to me like I'm a queen. I'm like, what is this? But you know what amazing? The paint did not go for 500. They had, because she had to sell them and resell them and get everything started. She made a name for me. They went for 5,000, 2,500 to 5,000 a door, and she sold a boo-wow of doors everywhere. New York. She sold them to big time people. She sold them to the House of Blues chain over the world. And then from there, I got calls, people, and I'm still like, huh? What? What is this? What's going wrong? But I forgot that I heard the voice of the Lord said, "Paint a dope." And I heard the Lord said, "Just get up and paint." And I did and I followed direction. And as you can see, I have never stopped. And so far now, I guess that's why I'm still going. Because guess what? I have never stopped painting, and I'm still getting out there in the world. Many places now. I have a show coming up at the Smithsonian. My show will be at the Smithsonian coming up February, I believe. I got paintings now into Baltimore Mary Museum, Augusta, Georgia Museum. I got paintings, I got books, magazines, all over. So that's what obeying and just sacrificing yourself to know that you're doing something very dumb. But yet though it becomes, how this Bible said it, He will take the foolish things to confine the wise. So that means that these doors were foolish, and foolish still to some people. But it's still, He took the foolish thing. Foolish thing was making these doors to some people, and now they over the world. Now that's small. To me, that's small. So there I am now. I'm now at Missionary Mary. You can tell I'm big. So I'm making it big, and I continually make it big because I don't do these things to be rich. See, I don't do them just because I think all this stuff gonna get out here to make me a millionaire. I do it because I love doing it. I do it because it's a part of me, and I do it because I feel the love that the Virgin Mary almost had. That she had a vision to bring some forth. God gave her the vision to conceive and bring forth something that was going to heal the nation and the world in its time, and that was Christ. So I feel like what I'm doing in my life is bringing forth messages of love, joy, peace, and mercy to bring forth that same kind of message, but in a different way, to just heal the sick and give sight to the broken in heart.